Good morning, students. Today we are going to start our unit number 4, that is planning. If you remember, when I discussed the management process with you, it is started with planning. The first step of the management is planning. So after learning this unit, what are the learning objectives of this unit? After learning this unit, you just come to know that what are the basic concept of planning, what is the importance of planning, limitations of planning, steps in the process of planning, understanding of single use and standing plan, and describe objectives, policies, strategy, procedure, method, rules, budget, and program as a type of plans. This chapter basically, when you have to divide, it is to be divided in two parts. One, you have to learn the basic concept of the planning. In the basic concept, you just come to know that what is the basic concept, means meaning and definition of planning, what are the features, importance, and limitation of the planning and planning process. After that, we will learn the types of plan, in which we learn the single use plan as well as standing plan, and the different types of plan, which are objectives, policies, strategy, procedure, method, rule, budget, program. All these types of plans are to be done in this chapter. So we will, let's go ahead and learn the chapter that what is planning basically. You ever listen, a proper planning prevents the poor performance. I usually speak in the class. A proper planning prevent the poor performance, because when you plan it, definitely, and your implementation should be strong. Because what is planning basically? Planning means the thinking beforehand. Whatever you are just going to convert in reality, you have to think over this. You have to give a thought to that, and you have to maintain the plan accordingly. And when you do any of the thing in a planned way, what will happen? You will get the optimum results, you will get the finest result in that, and you will be successful. But if you don't plan, you will not nothing. It's a very important saying that if you plan to fail to plan, it means you plan to fail. Please mind it. If you fail to plan, it means you plan to fail. No doubt that we are affected by the environment, that is external as well as the internal. But it never means that we leave planning. No, planning is the basic function, not only in management, everywhere, not only in business organization, whether the non-business organization, whether it is our basic personal life, we require planning. Suppose it is your personal life, you are the alone one. If you don't plan anything about your routine, you don't plan any target that is to be achieved by you, how will you do? You will not achieve. Nothing is to be there. No focus is to be there to achieve in the life. When there is no focus, then what is to be achieved? There is no question of achieving anything, and you will become a failure. So planning means to make plan. Planning means to make plan, and it is a very basic function for a person's life, for an individual's life. When the planning is must to do, then for a business organization, how can we think that planning is not required? Where the lot of people has to work together in a team. So in the business organization, in any of the organization, lot of competitors are there, lot of people are joined together, and as a team they have to do the work. What happens in that case? Unless they achieve a common objective, unless they settle a common objective, what is to be achieved? Nothing can be done. No plans will be maintained. No policies will be formulated. No procedure will be defined. No objectives will be there. What happened in that case? In the absence of all these things, what happened? Nothing is to be achieved. Nothing cannot be complete at all. So planning is the basic function of the management. With it starts the other function of the management. So long planning does not determine the objective and methods of the achieving those objectives, other functions like organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling are meaningless. If you don't do planning, there is no question arise of doing any of the other function of management. So planning is the basic function because without planning, none of the other function can be done. Because without planning, management cannot be started. So planning means the thinking beforehand. Planning means what to do, when to do, how to do, and by whom it is to be done. Means to finding out the question or answers of every question is known as planning. What is planning? Planning means to look into the future. We have to look into the future, that what is going to be held, what is going to be happen, how can we cope up with those situations. Like now it's a crucial period, what's going on. Plannings are taking place. It's a COVID-19 spreading and broken out so badly in the society. What the government is doing or other institutes are doing, they are just planning to cope up with this situation. Just because of that, we are just having the online studies nowadays. They have just whatever they feel like, they just find out the best possible way that they could find. They just did that. For this purpose, they just postpone the examination also, exempt the examination also. Classes are now online. You are just staying at your place and studying there. So many things that has been planned now by the government, and whatever the planning is given to done by them, it is to be executed or converted into reality by those people or the organization which are associated with this. You can see in the IT sector, the people are just doing the work from home. In corporate sector, there is an alternate present system is there. Alternate attendance system is there. The teams has been divided. Suppose 50 candidates are doing work in a retail sector or a corporate sector or in any bank. What they did, 50% has to come one day, 50% has to come another day for the alternate to maintain the social distancing, to avoid this situation, to avoid the more social contact. They just want to break this chain. So in this way, what the government is doing, government is making so many plans are to be framed by the government as well as the organization who are associated with this. Means what to do, when to do, how it is to be done, and by whom it is to be done is only can be find out with the help of planning. See, the person is holding a holder in his hand, which flag is showing what, when, who, and how. One of the definition you have to do. So you can do the definition as per your own choice. That is you feel easy. Now the features of planning, if I talk about. After studying the meaning and definition, you can understand better the features of planning. The features of planning. Planning focus on achieving the objective. Because the management begins with the planning and planning begins with the determining of the objective. In the absence of the objectives, no organization can ever thought about when the determining of objective, the way to achieve the objective is to be decided in the planning. So in another way, we can say the planning focus on achieving the objective. Planning is the primary function of management. We know that the first function of management is planning. So it is the first important function of management, and the other function, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, are to be come later. In the absence of planning, there is no other function in the management can be performed. This is the base of the other function of management as well. Planning is pervasive. Pervasive means that is applicable everywhere. Whether any of the enterprises, whether any of the level of the enterprises in which you are working, it's a top level, middle level, or lower level, whether it is a business organization, non-business organization, whether it is your professional life, whether it is your personal life, anywhere you need planning. Planning is applicable everywhere. Without planning, you can't do anything. So planning is all pervasive. Next, planning is continuous. Yes, it never means that you just make a plan and it is done. No, whenever the plan has been made, it is expired after certain period when the objective has been achieved. When that particular period for which you have maintained the plan, that period has been over, then you have to draft the new plans. So in that case, and moreover, we know very well that rapid changes take place in the business environment. And whenever any of the change take place, you have to modify your plans accordingly. You have to change the system accordingly. As you have seen in our education system, in the corporate sector, everywhere, the system has been going to be changed. Whatever the plans that we made earlier for the examination or evaluation, now it is going to be changed. The classroom, the shape of the classroom has become changed nowadays. We plan different kind of classrooms now. The online classes are to be planned and implemented as well, because we are at the execution part. We have covered our planning part, but firstly we planned it, then we execute it. So planning is a continuous process. It is to be done, and when the expiry of any plan is there, another plan is to be formulated. When the period of any plan is over, for the next period plan are to be maintained. Planning is futuristic. Futuristic means look into the future. Planning means thinking beforehand. Planning just decide the plan of action, then what is to be done, how it is to be done, when it is to be done, and by whom it is to be done. All these questions are related to the future under planning, and answers of these questions are find out. Since the planning is concerned with the future activities, so that it is known as futuristic. The next feature of planning is planning involves decision making. Planning has become necessity nowadays. When there are many alternatives to do a job, what you have to do? You have to choose or select the most appropriate alternate. So what we have to do? Suppose we have three options: option A, option B, option C to do any task. Now we have to plan. We have to think over this, that which is the best plan for us, for our project, and which alternate is to be adopted, and which is inappropriate and that is to be rejected. By observing these things, you have to take the decision that which is the best plan and it is to be considered, and which is not good and it is to be rejected. You have to think about this and take a decision, and it is just possible with the help of planning. So in another way, we can say planning is involves decision making also. Planning is a mental exercise. In planning, nothing is to be executed, nothing is to be nothing is to be done physically, only the mental exercise. The thinking beforehand means whatever you are just going to do in near future, first of all, when you are planning that, you are thinking about that is known as the planning. So it is just a mental exercise that is to be known. Now, all these are features. Let's recall what are the features of the planning we have done. The first one we have done: planning focus on achieving objectives. Planning is a primary function of management. Planning is pervasive. Planning is continuous. Planning is futuristic. Planning involves decision making, and planning is a mental exercise. Now, how the planning is important for us? With the help of the advantages of planning, we can find out that what is the importance of planning. Planning provide direction. No doubt, when you settle an objective, when you plan an objective and you aimed at one objective, that this is my aim that is to be achieved, it is only just to be done in planning. So in a way, just planning is provide us the direction. It defines the aim to be achieved. When we get that what is the aim to be achieved, it provides direction to us itself. So under the process of the planning, the objective of the organization are defined in a simple and clear word. The obvious outcome is that is all the employee get direction and all the efforts are focused towards a particular end. In this way, the planning has an important role of attainment of the objective of organization. Planning reduce the risk of uncertainty, because what is planning? Planning is futuristic. We just look into the future. We just imagine all the best possible certainties and uncertainties that can be happen, all the activities that can be taken place in the near future. We have to keep all those risks in our mind and we have to frame our plan accordingly. So planning is always done for the future and future is uncertain. We have to see what are the best possible changes can take place in the future, what are the anticipated activities can be done, and this is in this way the planning is possible only. So in this way we can minimize the uncertainties of the planning before thinking about whatever it is going to be converted into reality. Planning reduce overlapping and wasteful activity. Yes, when you just think about any of the activity, what happened in that case? In that case, there is no chance of the overlapping, means extra activities will be done. There is no chance of the wasteful activities also. So in this way, planning reduce the overlapping. Planning promotes innovative ideas, and it is clear that planning select the best alternative out of the many available. All the alternatives do not come to the manager on their own, but they have to discover. While making such an effort of discovery, many new ideas emerge and they are studied intensively in order to determine the best out of them. In this was the planning is a real part of thinking in the manager, and it leads to the birth of innovative and creative ideas. What the planning leads to? The planning leads to the innovative and creative ideas, whatever is to be taken place. Because in the planning, what we are doing? We are just finding the best alternative to do any of the activity. What we are doing? We are just doing the best alternative to do any of the activity or any of the task. So whatever the best alternative we are just finding out, it just enhance our knowledge and give us exposure to use new ideas in that. It means it enhance your thinking power as well, and you are able to get the new ideas, innovative ideas in the planning. Next, one of the important is planning facilitate decision making. As I discussed earlier in the features as well, there are so many alternatives to do any activity. So we have to select the best alternate in that. Whenever we have to select the best alternate, then we have to take that decision and choose the single one. So planning is also facilitates the decision making in a way. Planning establish standards of controlling. By determining the objective of the organization through planning, all the people are working there and all the departments are informed about when, what, how, and by whom the things are to be done. And standards are laid down about the work and under controlling at the time of completing. Those standards are to be compared with the actual performance and deviations are to be found. The next plans are to be formulated to remove those deviations as well. So in this way, planning establish the standards for controlling, because in controlling we have to compare our standards with our actual performance. So this is all about the importance of the planning. It provides directions, it provides reduce the risk of uncertainty, it reduce the overlapping. Planning promotes the innovative ideas. Planning facilitates the decision making, and planning establish the standards for the controlling. So if you have any doubt, please feel free to share your queries.